What is up, YouTube? Yarso Cycles coming at you with a little project I have. For those of you who follow me, I have a Park Pre that I take apart, I put together, I take apart, I put together. It's time to put it back together. It's time to get it back on the road. And I just so happen to have a donor bike with me that is going to help me. Now this is, I don't know, has this cool logo. Want to say it's a Monobican. Oh, there we go. It's a Miyata right there. I didn't even see that. Literally till right now. So we're just gonna take the wheels off and anything else I feel that I could use for my part pre-built. I got this bike super cheap. I got it for a trade with one of my Facebook friends. Actually, I met him before on Facebook. We're kind of bike buddies. And the reason I chose this as a donor is because sealed bearing hubs, DMP freewheel. It's got nice little blue accents everywhere. So it's not just your traditional, you know, run-of-the-mill conversion. Alright, so we're gonna take the wheels, take the crank, and my wife right there just got home from work. T-post. I'm pretty much just gonna leave. I don't know about the cranks. The cranks are a mismatch. Are they even the same size? What size are these? 170s. 170s. They're the same size, so I might just keep them because they're the same size and probably take the paint off of these. That way they're both silver. They're not a set, but once they're on the bike, I mean, unless you're really looking, you don't really care as long as they spin. For a budget bike, it's gonna work nice. Look how nice they're spinning though, just like, and the chain is a little long. So that's my plan. Just strip down, frame and fork. Crank and BB is still up in the air. I'm not really sure, but let's take her apart. All right, guys. So this is what is not going to be used. I'm going to explain to you why. The seat post, it's stuck. It's not moving. It's going to stay in there. So I don't want to deal with it. The cranks, I was kind of iffy, and the bottom bracket too. Turns out the threads are kind of not really in the best shape, so that kind of made it easy for me. Now I just have to decide whether I'm going to take off the sprocket or not, which I can always use sprockets, especially like this is probably like a mid 40, like a 48, 44. I know it's like 14th range, but I can always use those. Whoa, this had like, I don't know how he was riding that with no grease, but so that's what's going to be not used from this particular frame. And this is everything I was able to take off. These are the wheels, the chain, the seats, the pedals, and the bars. Now I'm not going to use all this on my, oh yeah, I think I said the brakes. So this is what's going to be used now. I'm gonna put everything or most of the stuff on my Park Pre. And like I said, if you know my Park Pre, you know I built her, I've taken her apart, I built her, I've taken her apart, and it's time for her to rise again. It's got all these cool little stickers that I've kind of gotten throughout my years. Thought I had more. I like the little pig one. Welcome back, visitors. You know, just a cool little beater bike that I fell in love with. And like I said, every couple of years she comes back to life, and I fall in love with her all over again. Pretty soon I might be putting gears back on her, but you know, as you could tell, you know, someone just, you know, don't ever do anything you can't take back. Like, don't ever cut anything. Like, I'm glad they didn't cut the the derailleur hanger, because then that would have been a lot more difficult. But just the fact that they cut the little levers, not even the levers, the pieces that hold the levers. Now I have to go with this stuff here to do cable mounts, or you know, figure out something else. So as you could, oh, this is cool. I got these new bars. Actually, Bontrager, where they at? Bontrager 550 mil wide and 50 mil rise. So they're gonna give me that like towny ride that I want. So I know you guys like seeing builds that like you actually build the bike, but I got too much of a mess and I gotta figure out a way for me to do those kind of builds. I'm trying to do those videos where it's just like tear down step by step, double this, double that, and I'll get there one day. Not today, but one day. Let's go ahead and put this guy together now. All right, guys. It took a few hours longer than I thought. Hours, not an hour, but hours. But she's done. My part pre is back on the road. Let's go ahead and do a quick walkthrough on her. Had a couple issues. Look, when you're working with random parts that you just have laying around, like I have a collection of parts that I just try to figure out what works. Like I don't have like, this is specifically for la. This is, no, it's like, this is a bottom bracket. What does it fit? I don't know. Let's find out. This is a C-post. What size is it? I don't know. Let's go find out. So that's a lot of me. It's a lot of trial and errors on my end. So that's why, be organized. Just be organized and you'll save yourself tons of time and tons of headache. Fortunately, I guess I like the headaches. I don't know, because I always say I'm gonna organize and I never do. But back to this bad boy right here. She is a Park Pre made out of Tang. She's a Park Pre Tang model made from pristine quality steel. A lot of you are gonna ask me, dude, this bike looks like crap, has a big dent. Why did you build it up? I like the way she rides. She rides really nice. A little bit big for me, so I'm able to kind of adjust it to where it's more relaxed. So that's why I keep this bike around, and no one messes with you when your bike looks like this. Like your bike looks like this, people don't steal it. That's a big thing too. So let's go ahead and start with the Shimano 105 crankset right there, followed by a nice gold 45 tooth chain ring. Fortunately, it does not have a stamp, so I don't know what brand it is, but I do like the gold because it matches with the yellow splatter. These crazy MKS RX1 pedals. Just look at it, just like, although I'm not a fan of them because they're pretty small and I have a feeling they're gonna hurt like hell when I ride, but they look cool, so screw it. Was this a KMC Z chain? Came off the other bike, so I kept that on. It's got a DMP. Let me see if I can spin that around. It's got a DMP Longying freewheel. Really like the freewheel. I just think it looks cool. I thought it was more expensive, but when I googled it, it's like 10-15 bucks. So I was slightly surprised how nice it looks for the price range. It's got like these purple bluish anodized wheels. This one is wrapped with a Qingxing tire. What size is this? This is 700 by, what are you? Doesn't 700 by 28. I'm surprised it fits. I usually run 25s or 23s, but I haven't put air in it, so that's gonna suck if I can't run this tire. 28 should work. It should work. Tecro rear caliper, brake, SPKG C-post fluted. Big fan of the fluted, guys, as you guys know. Sela San Marco era saddle. Seen better days. You could tell this part right here is really worn out, but it still looks good. Here's the big dent I told you about. Here's the tang. I keep this on just because every now and then I do put gears on her, and because someone sawed this off, I can't put the regular cable stopper, so I have to run these. No, it's not that big of a deal. I just keep it on there. That way I don't lose it, because if I take it off, I think I'll lose it. It's got the SR Saki Modelo patent atomic band. I'm guessing it's this band right here. The no name stem or quilm, whatever you want to call it. Shimano 600 headset. That's right, Shimano 600. Tecro R, which looks like it's slanted. I'm not really sure. It looks kind of like sideways, but it works, so I'm not touching it. I'm leaving it alone. And then of course the matching wheels, which are once again these purple anodized with black hubs and sealed bearings. So the main reason I decided to rebuild this one is because I had wheels, and once you have wheels, I had the frame, the crank I had laying around, the pedals I had laying around, and coincidentally the bottom bracket is a specialized cups with a Dura Ace centerpiece. But I don't know, I'm not liking these pedals. I have a feeling they're not going to be too comfortable. They look really cool though, not gonna lie, they do look cool. Oh, see what kind of have a brand. These don't seem to have a brand, so I don't know what brand they are. So that's it, guys. This is my single speed bike. Yeah, Show Cycles out.